Hello, my name is Arshit Tiwari. I am from Guwahati at AlmaBetter, a student of data science. So today I am going to present my first project on ED project on hotel booking analysis. So this is the project summary. So basically in this project I have a data set which comprises of two types of hotel. One is city hotel, the second one is resort hotel. So in this project, I have to analyze and investigate the cancellation and the underlying patterns and suggest some measures that can be implemented to reduce the cancellation and to increase the revenue of the hotels. So in this project, this project involves following steps, wherein the first step involves exploration and inspection over the raw data, and second step I will have to deal with the data impurities and clean it to make it ready for the data visualization. So this EDA is divided into following three steps. The first one is univariate analysis, and so basically univariate analysis is the simplest of the three analysis, where the data I am analyzing is only one variable, and then I have to do the bivariate and multivariate analysis as well. So the project concludes that by analyzing hotel data and understanding cancellation pattern, hotel can take steps to reduce the cancellation and increase the revenue. So this is my GitHub link for this same project. So in this project aims to gain interesting insights about the customer's behavior when they are booking the hotel. The demand for the different segments of customers may be different. So I have to find some useful insights for the stakeholders that can help them to adjust their customer strategies and make preparation for the unknowns. So let's begin. So to do the EDA project, I am first importing all the libraries which are needed in this project. The first one is NumPy, as this dataset comprises a lot of numerical data. To deal with that, I am importing NumPy as NP and Pandas as PD to create sub dataset of the dataset, and then some visualization libraries such as Seaborn, Matplotlib, Plotly Express, and Matplotlib inline. So first step is to load the dataset, and for that I have to mount my Google Drive to the Colab. So here I'm mounting that, and then I am loading the dataset by pd.read CSV, and this is the dataset path which I have copied from my Google Drive and pasted it here. After doing that, I am checking the shape of the dataset, which is I can see here. The shape of the dataset is 32 columns and 1,19,390 rows. Moving forward, I am having the first look at my dataset. I have given my dataset name HBDF. So this is my dataset. I can see that there are a lot of columns and their values. So I can see that there are this is a hotel column, and this is values resort hotel and city hotel. There are only two types of hotels, and then this is cancel lead time. These are the columns and their values. So we can see is cancelled, and there is values like 0. Yeah, so zero means yeah, so 0, and then arrival date here when the guest came, and the month when they came, and so on. So we can see that number of adults in that particular booking, and what was the deposit time when we booked the hotel. Then if they book that hotel from any agent or by their own. So you can see that in agent column there are a lot of NaN values which we don't need in our analysis. So we will deal with it later. As we can see in company column as well, there are a lot of NaN values and so on. So moving forward, we are going to have the first look at first 5 rows of the data set. So we can see that this is first 5 row of the data set. We can see result total, and then is cancelled all the columns and their values. We can see that. Then after that, we are going to have the look at last 5 rows of the data set. To check that, we have to run this command. This is dot tail function. You can see that. Yeah, so we can see that there are city hotels, and here we saw that there were resort hotels. So there were only 2 types of hotel. Yeah. So moving forward, I'm going to check out the rows and columns of the data set. I'm going to print that. We already checked that in that. So we are going to do that again. I'm printing number of rows is 1,19,390, and the number of rows at sorry, I have missed. I think I have to print it columns, but yeah, let it be. So number of columns is 32, and the number of rows is 1,19,390. So moving forward, I'm going to check the information of the dataset, like how many null values are there, and what are the data type of that column. So you can see that, like hotel, these are the columns names, and this is saying telling us if they have any null values or not, and the data type of that column. So this is the hotel column, and this is their index number 0 at hotel column, and this has this much non-values, and the data type of that column is object. And we can see that yeah, children column has children column has this much non-values, and this has float values. So this is also we need to deal with it. We need to convert this into either integer. This can't be float. And then this is the meal column, and this has this much null values, and the data type is object, and so on. So yeah, so we can see that there are a lot of null values in company column. We might have to delete this column. So these are the columns and their values, and then their data types. Moving forward, we are going to check if there are any duplicate values in our data set or not. So we are going to do that by running this command, by running this function dot duplicated, and then summing them. So we can see that there are 31,994 duplicate values in our data set. So we are going to drop those duplicate values because we don't need them. So we are going to run this command dot drop duplicates, and then we are running this and press is equal to true, because we need it to be permanently deleted from our data set. And after deleting the duplicated values, we can check that our data set has been reduced to 32 columns and 87,396 rows. Now, we are going to check if there are any null values or missing values in our data set. So for that, we are running is null function, and then summing them. So we can say that there are, yeah, so this is country column, and country column has 452 null values, missing values, and same in agent column, there are 12,193 null values, and in company column, we can see that 82,137 values are non-values. So, and there are only 87,396 rows, out of which 82,137 is null values. So this is not in this will not be in use or use, so we will have to drop this. So we are visualizing the missing values by heat map. So for that, we are setting the figure size to 20 by 8, and then we are passing the missing values in this heat map, C-bound heat map, and we can see that there are missing values in it. That, like we said, that in country column there are missing values. So we can see that by here. by observing this chart. Moving forward. Now, what did you know about our dataset after doing this? What we got to know about our dataset is we can see that there are total 4 columns which has null values or missing values, which are company, agent, and country children. So in children column, I will have to replace the null values with 0, assuming that that customer didn't have any children. And in country column, I will replace the null values with the others, assuming that customer's country was not listed in the uh, list when they were booking the room. So what will be in the company column and agent column? It might be a case when customer didn't book the hotel through them. So these columns might have null values, as the 2 columns have numeric data in it. I will replace them with 0. So after that, I am going to check out the columns of my dataset. So these are the columns. These are the 32 columns that we have in our dataset. Hotel is cancelled, lead time, arrival, date, year. You will see what they mean, what type of values they store in them. So these are the columns, like company, days in waiting list, and so on. After that, we are describing our dataset and checking the statistical values of our dataset. We can see that is cancelled has a count of 87,396 and lead time and so on. So this is the mean of is cancelled column, and this is the mean of arrival, date of month, and so on. So we can see that here we can observe this. So this is the variable description. Variable description means the column description, what those columns have in them. So hotel column is the simplest. We can be already by seeing this we get to know that this has hotel names. So hotel column has resort hotel and city hotel. Is cancelled means if the order was cancelled by the guest or not. So was cancelled, if there is one in that row, that means the order was cancelled, and in if the order was not cancelled, then that means 0. Sorry. So in the lead time, number of days that elapsed between the entering date of the booking into the PMS and the arrival date. This is we can see that we can see all the description of the we can see check the description of all the columns here. You can see that country column contains the country name from where those guests are coming, and this is the distribution channel. Here in distribution channel, TA means travel agent and TO means tour operators. And then the reserved room type, what type of room they reserve, and then what type of room they got assigned. And yeah, so on. And this is the ADR. ADR means average daily rate, as defined by dividing the sum of all lodging transaction by the total number of staying nights. And this, yeah, so on. And moving forward, we are checking the unique values in each column. I'm checking the new unique values in each column by converting all the columns in a series by using PD. PD means pandas, unit of series. And then I am running a for loop here to iterate over every column. So we can see that hotel column was converted into a series, and hotel column has resort and city unique. These 2 unique values, which is resort hotel and city hotel. And yeah, so we can see that meal has this much unique values: BB, FB, HB, SC, and refined everything. We can see here. We can see that customer type has transient, contract, transient party, and group unique values in it, and the data type is object type. So we can check all the unique values of all the columns here. And now we are going to do the data wrangling. Data wrangling means cleaning our data set to make it ready for the data analysis. So before doing the data wrangling, I am creating a copy of the original dataset so that our original dataset doesn't get affected by the data wrangling. So here I am creating a copy of that dataset. And then after creating a copy of dataset, I am checking the columns. Okay. So yeah, we can see that all those columns have been copied into this HBDF1. And then I am going to replace all the null values in children columns with 0, assuming that family didn't have any children. Yeah, we can see that we converted uh, all the NA values with 0 and then replaced it with true. That means we want this change to be permanent in our data set. We did the same thing in children company and agent column by replacing the NA values with 0. And in the country column, I am replacing the null values with others. And now after doing that, I am again checking if null values were replaced or not. So we can see null values have been replaced. There are no null values in our data set now. After doing that, I know that our company column contains a lot of null values, almost more than 90% null values. So we don't need it. So we are going to drop it now. And again, we are doing it in place is equal to true. Now dropping those rows where there are no adults there and children and babies, because that means there were no bookings. So I'm creating a variable named no guest and no guest where and then I'm dropping it. And after doing that, I am adding some new columns. The first column which I am going to add is total people by adding all the people by adding all the adults, all the babies, and all the children in one particular booking, and then uh, total stay by adding all the values of stays in weekend nights and stays in week nights. After doing this, I am again checking our data set for 5 rows of the data set by dot head. We can see here our company column has been dropped and two new columns have been added, total people and total stay in our data set. You can see that here. And now we are checking we are checking the bottom 5 rows of the data set by dot tail function. You can see that total people and total stay. These are two new columns that have been added in our data set. Now I am checking the shape of our data set, how much columns and how much rows are there in our data set. So we can see that there are 87,230 rows and 33 columns. There were 31 columns initial, but we added 2 columns, so there are now 33 columns in it. Now again, I am checking the unique values in every column by pd.series and running for loop to iterate over every column. We can see that here. We can see every column's unique value here. So now, what are all the manipulations I have done, and what are the insights I found? So first I created a copy of the dataset before doing the manipulation, so that our original dataset doesn't get affected by the manipulation. And then I fill the missing values. So with 0 in children, company, and agent columns, as those columns had numerical values, and I fill the NA values with others in country column. After dealing with the missing values, I dropped the country column that had 96% missing values. And in next step, I created 2 new columns named total people and total stay to for further analysis. And in total people column, I added all the babies, children, and adults. And similarly, in second new column, I added all the days that customers had stayed in that hotel. After doing all the manipulations, I check new manipulated data set to check if this is ready to be analyzed. And I found these insights. So there are two types of hotel which guests could book, which were city hotel and resort hotel. There are different types of guests. They come from different countries. Guests can choose different foods from the menu. Guests can book hotel directly or through agents. Guests can cancel their booking, and there are repeated guests also. So guests can choose from their like of room of their like while booking. There is columns available in the dataset named ADR, which means average daily revenue. This will be used to analyze the performance of the hotel. So now, after doing all the manipulations, we are going to do the data visualization, which is the most important part of any EDA. So our first statement is which type of hotel is most preferred by the guest. So I'm going to find out this by creating a pie chart. For that, I am first checking all the unique values in the hotel column and then counting them. And then I am creating a donut chart by plotting all the values in a pie chart, and then I'm creating a hole between this to convert this into a donut chart. And after doing that, I am giving it a title and a legend, creating a legend. And we can see here that hotel booking percent. So we can see that city hotel was preferred by 38.9% guests, and resort hotel was preferred by 61.1%. So we can clearly say that resort hotel is most preferred hotel by the guest. And I created a pie chart for also for the same problem statement, because this donut chart is not exported in to a GitHub. So I created a simple pie chart also here. Now, I found out that resort hotel is the most preferred hotel over city hotel. Now, our second problem statement is what is the percentage of hotel booking cancellation? How much the hotel is being cancelled by the guests? So to find out this problem statement, I created a simple pie chart here, and I can see that only 27.52% guests cancel their booking. So we can say that here. And moving forward to the third problem statement, which is which type of meal is most preferred by the guest. So to find out this, I created a bar plot here. To create that bar plot, I am first creating a meal count. I am creating a variable named meal count, and storing all the unique values with the count in it. And then I am creating a sub data set of their all the meal names and their count. Here I am for that I am running this pd.data frame, and then zipping these two series, and then I am visualizing this by running up by plotting all the values into a bar plot. And then I can see that this BB type of meal is most preferred by all the guests. BB means bed and breakfast. So bed and breakfast is the type of meal which is most preferred by the guests. So moving forward to fourth problem statement, in which we have to find which year has the most booking. So which was the year which had the most booking? So we can see that 2016 was the year which had most booking in 2016. So from the above insight, we can see that 2016 had the most booking, and will this insight be helpful for the positive growth of the business? So above insight shows that the number of booking was declined after the 2016. So stakeholders can use this insight to find out what went wrong after 2016 and then fix that problem to increase the booking numbers. Now moving forward to fifth chart, which is in where we have to find out which is the month where most bookings happens. So we can see that August is the month. August and July, these two are the months where most booking happens. August is the at number one, and then July is the second number. So from above inside, we found out that August and July are the two months where most bookings happens. And then moving forward to the sixth chart, where I've solved the problem statement from which country most guests come. In this chart, we have to find the country name where most guests are coming from. So to do so, we are counting the number of guests from various countries and then changing the column names because the column names were not appropriate. So after doing that, I am plotting all the values into a bar plot and see that this is country some named PRT. PRT means Portugal. Portugal is the country where from where most guests are coming, and then NLE. I think this means New Zealand. New Zealand is the country from where uh, guests are not coming. I mean, less number of guests are coming to the hotel. Now this there is no negative insight, but this insight can be used to prepare Portugal cuisines in their menu to make guests order more foods because there are a lot of guests coming from Portugal. Now coming forward to the seventh problem statement, which is where we have to find which distribution channel is most used by the guest while doing the booking. So here so to do so, I created a data set of the distribution channel and did count. And then I renamed the column names because they were not they were inappropriate. And after that, I am storing the explode values in a variable named myExplode. And then I am plotting the values in a pie chart here. And we can see that after that I am adding legends with percentage values in it. I am creating a legends. Uh, here I am using for loop to iterate over every to iterate over every rows or column to convert their value into percentage. Now I can see I here I ran a statement called dot axis. So dot axis, what does it? Dot axis equal, what does it? It sets the pie chart into the center, and we can see that TATO is the most preferred distribution channel. Yeah, most preferred distribution channel by the guests. What does TA mean? TA means travel agent, or TO means travel. I guess yeah, tour operators. So T and TO is the most preferred distribution channel. After finding that, we are moving forward to the eighth problem statement, which is where we have to find which room type is most preferred by the guests. So plt.fig, I am here setting the chart size, and then I am plotting the values in a bar plot by running the seaborn count plot. And we can see that room type A is most preferred by the guests when they book when they make their booking. So they most preferred A type room, and then we will find out which type of room is most assigned to them. So for that, we created a bar plot, and we can see A type of room was the most preferred when they made their booking, and A type of room is most assigned to them. So you can see that almost 55,000 people prefer A type room when they book hotel, and only 45,000 people are assigned room of their choice. So that means hotel needs to increase the number of A type room. Then moving forward, I'm going to find out the top 5 agents in terms of bookings made by them. For that, I am grouping all the I'm grouping the agent column on their and then aggregating them on their count, and I'm basically creating a data set of named agent here. So, and then after that I am extracting top 5 agents by their booking count, and then I am plotting all the values uh, in a uh, in a pie chart. I am here running plt.subplot. Subplot is used when we want to draw multiple plots inside one chart. So that's why I have used subplot here, and then I have added legends. So we can see that agent number 9 has made most booking, 47.5%. And then agent number 240 has made most booking after agent number 9, which is 21.5%, and so on. So this is the insight we found out. So this insight can be used by hotel to offer all those top performers some bonus for their incredible work. Now moving forward to chart 11, where I am going to find out what is the percentage of repeated guests. So here I am creating a variable named rep guests. There I will contain all the unique values with their count, and then plotting it into a pie chart. And then I am setting the title of that pie chart, and that title font size of that title to be 20. Now I can see that 96.14% people don't come back. So they are not repeated guests. Only 3.86% guests are repeated. That is very low number. So I found out that only 3.86% guests are repeated guests. So this by observing this, we can see that the number of repeated guests is very low, and this shows a negative growth of hotels. So hotel needs to take some strict decisions. Now moving forward to chart 12, where I am going to find out which customer type has most booking. So there are various type of customers, and I am going to find out which customer type has most bookings. So I can for that I am creating a line chart, and I can see that transient customer type has made most booking, around 71 or 72,000 number of times they booked the hotel. Now moving forward to chart number 13, where I am going to find out which market segment has most booking. So for that I am creating a bar plot, and see that online online TA means online tour agent has most market segment in terms of booking. So there is no negative growth in this after finding on this insight, but the hotels should come up with some great idea to increase the share among other market segments, and to beat the manipulation of online TA. Now coming forward to 14th chart, where I'm going to find out which deposit type is most preferred when guest make their booking. So I can see that no deposit is the most preferred type of deposit type when guests make their booking. So that means guest neither guest don't pay online where when they make their booking. And coming forward to 15th chart, now I'm going to analyze it. I'm going to do bivariate and multivariate analysis. Now this chart 15th problem statement is how long people stay in the hotel. So to find out this, I am going to create a not cancel data frame by running this command, this, and then I am going to plot all those values in a bar plot, and then I am setting the title and then X level and Y level, and now I can see that total number of stays in each hotel. We can see that this is this orange color means city hotel. So in city hotel, people prefer to stay for 3 days. Most people prefer to stay for 3 days, and in a resort hotel, most people prefer to stay only for 1 day. So this is the insight we find out from this chart. Now moving forward to next problem statement where I am going to find which hotel makes most revenue. So there are two type of hotel, city hotel and resort hotel. So which hotel makes most revenue? So to find out that, I am going to group the hotel column on and on ADR column on the count of ADR column, and then going to plot all the values into a pie chart. And this auto PCT means percentage of those values. So I can see that city hotel has most share in total revenue in comparison to resort hotel. We can see that 61 almost 61% revenue is generated by city hotel, and almost 39% revenue is generated by resort hotel. Now moving forward to 17th chart, where I'm going to find out which hotel has the longer waiting time. To find out that, I am going to group all the values in hotel column on days in waiting list, on the mean values of days in waiting list, and then dot reset index to create a small data set of waiting time. I'm going to set the chart size and plot all the values inside a bar plot, and we can see that city hotel has the most waiting time, but around 1 week, maybe it may be 1 week or 1 day. I am not sure about it, but city hotel has the most waiting period. So above chart shows that the city hotel has more waiting period, and this could be because people stay more in city hotel rather than resort hotel. So stakeholders should increase the rooms number of rooms in city hotel, or convert some of rooms from resort hotel to city hotel to decrease the waiting period. Now moving forward to next statement, where I'm going to find a hotel with the most repeated guests. So which hotel has most repeated guests? To find out that, I am going to again group by doing the group by of repeated guest column, and then I'm going to plot all the values into a bar plot, and we can see that both the hotels has almost same repeated guest, but resort hotel has slightly more repeated guests over city hotel. So resort hotel is most preferred by repeated guests. Now moving forward to next problem statement, where I'm going to find what is the average daily revenue across different months. So here I'm going to group all arrival month and hotel on mean of ADR, and then I'm going to create a variable named months, where I'm storing all the months values to order the months in ascending order. Then I'm creating a data set of months, hotel and their ADR. So we can see that January month has uh, this much ADR. This is the mean of ADR, and April has this much ADR, and so on. So I'm going to plot all these values in on a line chart here. You can see that I have plotted all those values in line chart, and this orange line means city hotel. So we can see that city hotel has most ADR, and that city hotel has most ADR in August month, and city hotel has resort hotel has most revenue in August month, and city hotel has most revenue in May month. So now moving forward to the next problem statement, where I'm going to find out which distribution channel has highest ADR. So to find out that, I am again going to do a group by of distribution channel, hotel, and the mean of on the mean of ADR, and plotting all the values on a bar plot. This is horizontal bar plot. And you can see that. So after observing this chart, I can say that GDS has contributed more in generating ADR. GTS is a worldwide conduit between travel bookers and suppliers. And after that, direct means that bookings are directly made by the guests, by the then TA and TU means that bookings are made through travel agents and travel operators. And yeah, so this is the insight we came to know after observing this chart. Now moving forward to next chart. Here I'm going to create a heat map to check the correlation between all the columns. To create a heat map, I'm going to set the size of that chart, and that now I'm going to plot all the column values into heat map. SNS means cbound dot heat map, and here I am passing this value numerical only is equal to true to set all the numerical columns to true to avoid the warning, because there are some column that doesn't have numeric value, and if we don't do this, then it will throw a warning. Now I can see that this is the heat map, and we can observe this to check the correlation between all the columns. And after observing this, we can see that lead time and total stays positively correlated. That means if customers stay more, then the lead time increases, and adults, children, and babies are correlated to each other. That means more the people and the more the ADR. ADR means average daily revenue. Now, is repeated guests and previous bookings not cancelled has a strong correlation. That means repeated guests don't cancel their booking. Now, after creating a heat map and checking the correlation between all the columns, I'm going to create a pair plot. So to create a pair plot, I ran cbound dot pair plot, and yeah, so this is the pair plot I came to. This is the pair plot of our data set, and we can observe this. After observing this, we can see that if the cancellation increases, then the total stay also decreases, and as the total number of people increases, then average daily revenue also increases. Thus, ADR and total people are directly proportional to each other. So this is the insights we found out after observing this. Now, this was all about this. This was all the problem statements that we solved and found some insights about. Now, what is the solution to our business objective? So this is the solution for our business objectives. So resort hotel is most preferred. So stakeholders can offer discounts on city hotels to increase the bookings in city hotel, and around 27.52% of bookings are cancelled. So that means hotel can offer some loyalty discounts to their guests if they uh, so that they don't cancel their booking. Now hotels can maintain raw materials for BBB, means bed and breakfast, because this is the most preferred meal type. And then hotels should increase the number of rooms in hotel city to decrease the waiting time. And hotels also needs should increase the A type of room in in their city hotel. No, TA has the most number of booking over other market segments, so hotels should run some offer to get more bookings from other market segments and to beat the manipulation of TA. Now, number of repeated guests is low. That indicates that there is something which guests don't like about the hotel, and that needs to be find out and fixed soon, so that number of guests repeated guests increases and the renewal. And if number of guests increases, then the revenue will also increase. Now, waiting time period for city hotel is high as compared to resort hotel. That means city hotels are much busier than resort hotel. Now, ninth insight which we found out is optimal stay in both type of hotel is less than 7. So usually people stay for a week. So that means hotel needs to take some actions to improve their performance. Now, maximum number of guests are coming from Portugal. Yeah. So these are the insights that we found out. Now, this is the conclusion about our EDA. So, in order to achieve the business objective, I would suggest to the client to make the price dynamic, introduce some offers packages to attract new customers, and to retain the existing customers. They should ensure that their repetition, and to ensure their repetition, the client must introduce some loyalty bonus points program, which can be redeemed for future bookings by the customers. And amenities such as parking spaces, kids corner, free internet connection can be provided for to increase the number of booking. So that was all about this project. Thank you.